Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. All right, Cancer, this is a reading for you. I rolled my dice. Usually that's how I determine who the reading is for. And we got Cancer. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Can y'all see it? Yeah. Okay. And also got the 7th house. So, 7th house talks about your professional, like business partnerships, collaborations. What else? I think it's also considered like the contractual, like your marriage contracts, things like that, anything that has to do with legalities, court situations. It's I believe it's ruled by Libra, so that does talk about like legal matters, things like that. Definitely contracts, marriage. Let's see what comes out. I was about to call you Libra, so you could be dealing with a Libra or have a Libra in your chart. But again, Cancer, this is a general reading. So if it does not resonate, don't force the shoe to fit. There'll be more readings to come. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate you guys for the support. And welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here and joining the team. But yes, this reading is for you, Cancer. Okay, let's see what comes out. You could be focusing on like business matters right now, or collaborating with others when it comes to business. Look, you're going through some sort of transformation. I think, can you guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see because of the light. You could also be seeing like butterflies. The color orange is your sacral, relates to your sacral chakras. So you could be feeling like very passionate, very creative. You're wanting to like connect with others, like you're trying to find or connect with people who are like-minded, your soul tribe. You're also could be feeling a little bit more like comfortable in your own skin, right? You could be focusing on like getting healthier, working out. Maybe you're losing weight, or you're you're on your like fitness journey or starting like a new journey when it comes to fitness with this transformation energy. All right, let's see. Magic and boundaries. Ooh. Okay, so I got automatically two different energies with this. Either somebody's trying to block your magic, or you getting tapping into your gifts, your own personal gift, and I'm also getting, because of that, someone's trying to block your money, your earthly matters. Like someone's trying to hold you back from manifesting certain things, because I feel like you're transforming. You're coming into your power. You're realizing what you're capable of. And I feel like you also understand like I don't know why I'm picking up like the power in numbers, right? Like collaborating maybe with 2 or 3 people, with this 3 right here. And I know we were talking about collaboration here when it comes to business and partnerships. So that makes complete sense with the numerology that's showing up. But you're having to set some sort of boundaries, either to protect whatever it is that you're trying to build, or protect your magic, or protect your power, protect your what you've built by setting healthy boundaries. But like I said, if this is like there's people around you who are trying to keep you from tapping into your own magic or your own gift or your own purpose. Especially if you're going through a transformation, people who are okay with staying comfortable with where they're at, those are the people that you're needing to set boundaries for. Not because you feel better or feel like you're better than them or you're on your high horse. It's more so to make sure that you're staying on your path and your purpose, right? Because I feel like you have a purpose to fulfill, especially if you're undergoing a transformation, which means that if you are no longer resonating with who you were before, I see this past life energy. If you're no longer resonating with who you were before, then 9 times out of 10, you're not going to resonate with the people, places, or things that you were resonating with when you were this other or older version of yourself, right? I feel like with time here, I feel like now you're it's like divine timing. You're being called to step into your power, into your purpose. So I'm hearing the time is now. The time is now. Okay, well, I was gonna talk about love. Like I was gonna tap into because I did pull out my twin flame deck. So I don't know. It just feels like this is more so about money matters, going back to this professional in the 7th house, right? Like I feel like that maybe love is not the center of attention when it comes to romantic relationships in your life right now. Maybe you're needing to focus more so on your earthly matters, your finances, your stability, businesses, again, any contracts that you may have to come up with. For some of you, I'm also picking up you could be going through some sort of separation or divorce. So you're needing to set healthy boundaries when it comes to that. Like, for example, if you're having to split or, the assets between you and another person, you're having to just be fair, keep in mind that things, fairness, is important with everyone involved, regardless of feelings, regardless of emotions, regardless of the past. Fairness, again, those healthy boundaries. I keep hearing healthy boundaries when it comes to your assets too, as well, I guess. Like not easily like give away or give in or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that would make sense for some of y'all. All right. Let's see what else we get for Cancer. You could really, for some of you could be connecting to an air sign that you were needing to set boundaries. For. It could be a Libra, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Yeah, I feel like you're getting ready to elevate or ascend when it comes to your financial matters, like your money, maybe even business, like your business is ascending, where, especially if this feels like this has to do with some sort of business that has to do with like spirituality as well. Because I'm seeing the pentagram. So is that what is it called? Because I know some of y'all are so against like tarot and it's the devil's work and whatever. Like whatever. So I'm going to read it so y'all don't feel like it's so evil. You're a magical being. Time to stop hiding the awe-inspiring abilities you have to connect. You have to connect with the divine. Drawing this pentacle invites you to connect with the personal magic on a deeper level at this time. Working with the phases of the moon in ritual and with herbs, candles, crystals, and spell work are some ways we can connect our magic on the physical plane to the etheric realms. Find what suits you best with love and with harm to none. Oh, does that sound very devilish to you guys? Like, yeah. Rituals and crystals and moon, that sounds, does that sound like devil shit? I'm so sick of that. When people get so butthurt when it comes to other people's beliefs. Literally was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday. Proceed with curiosity and wonder as the situation begins to unfold in the most unique of ways. Meditate on the pentacle when you want to draw in the power of the elements to protect your energy and or sacred space. The Wiccan symbol amulet and talisman of often symbolizing the element of earth. It is used for invocation and represents the ability to bring spirit to earth. That's what this means, this symbol with the star in the middle. Cause y'all be quick, I'm telling y'all. Meanwhile, you keeping yourself away from the blessings available to you because you're so anti-magic. Oh, Lordy. Okay. What else do you have for the Cancer? Ace of Wands. That's that passionate energy I was talking about. And there's a lot of red as well that talks about or relates to your root chakra, which talks about grounding yourself, standing your ground, taking action towards what you are passionate about, towards your magic, waving your wand, literally, to manifest exactly what you're saying you're wanting, right? Realizing that you have infinite potential and infinite resources, right? Because everything that is in this earth, everything we have access to because we're interconnected, right? So I feel like you're starting to realize that you have the capability to embody the energies around you, whether it's through herbs, whether it's through sitting on the grass, whether it's through hugging a tree, whether it's through lighting a fucking candle, whether it's through sitting by the water, looking at the moon and soaking in the energy that the moon sends out. Like, everything literally has energy, right? Everything embodies some sort of energy. Even if y'all want to talk devil shit, right? Since y'all think magic and tarot is so devilish, I'm not gonna say y'all, but some. Think about this, right? Like, just like there's evil with everything, right? There's hatred. Certain people have hate in their hearts. And I have nothing against religion. I have nothing against people who do not see or understand spirituality. I don't have a problem with y'all. None. Zero. You are allowed to have and believe whatever the fuck you want to believe in. Fine. No problem. Be you. That's what you're supposed to do, is be you. But there is a problem when you are assuming that someone is doing evil or things out of hate because that's what you carry in your heart. That has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with you and how you perceive me. Nothing to do with me. Nothing. Because everything that I do, everything that I touch, I put the intent behind it to do it with love and care in my heart. Even if you crossed me, even if in the past you talked behind my back, you did me dirty intentionally, you played me, you cheated, you whatever, I still don't hate you. I still don't hate you. But just because you're that person or you move in a certain way does not make me that way. We're two different people. Your projections on how you think I am, and I've never moved a certain way, my actions have never shown certain things. That's you. That's how you perceive me. Ain't got shit to do with me. Nothing. So I feel like if that's what you're going through right now, Cancer, you're needing to set those boundaries against people who are trying to make you feel, remember again, trying, because nobody can make you feel any type of way if you don't allow them. And how do you don't allow them? Boundaries. You set those boundaries. You stand your ground. You stay true to yourself, to your magic, to your passion, to your purpose. How? By taking action towards it, by not letting anybody trying to stop you or deter you from what they feel like you should be doing or what they feel like you should be believing in. No. Be, assertive. This is good news as well. There could be good news coming in when it comes to, again, legal matters, possibly. This could be a judge, lawyer, someone that has to deal with the courts, or this could also be like a father figure, someone this, if it's not having to do with the courts or laws or lawyer or maybe military or some sort of like anything that has to do with laws and stuff like that, right? If it doesn't, I know we're talking about that Libra energy as well. So, if you feel like you need to become this person who looks at things with logic and head over heart decisions, cut people out of your life because you see the type of shit that you're on. This is the type of energy that you may need to embody, the King of Swords energy. Like, stay focused and true to what you were sent here to do. If anybody or anything is making you question your magic, your purpose, like what your intent, your godly intent, right? Like what God said you were supposed to come here to do, then you need to cut them the fuck out. And I'm not saying like if this is, somebody that's close to you or you're related to, and family member or close friends, I'm not saying don't ever talk to them again, but it is a necessity to maybe limit your energy, right? How available are you for this person, right? Maybe there's a boundary you need to set against this King of Swords. This person could come off as really cold or distant, or doesn't show too much emotion, right? What else do you have for the Cancer? Four of Wands. A lot of Wands energy, a lot of root energy. This has to do something when it comes to home, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to higher level commitment, stability. So going from the Ace of Wands to the Four of Wands, there's something getting ready to grow fast. Like I'm hearing from one day to another. And this is because I feel like you're getting ready to, since you're going through this transformation, I feel like you're coming, I feel like you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So now when you're realizing your own power, when you're stepping into your own power, I feel like you're just going to be like the foot on the throttle type shit. Like, you know what? I'm going with it. I don't care who, what, where, like just trying to get in the way of it. You're just going to go. And I feel like the moment that you realize this, because you're going to be working with the resources that have been put on this earth for you to use, you're going to go from 0 to 100 real quick. or things are going to feel like they're going to shift from one way of being to complete stability, success, celebration, abundance. Possibly even, like I said, maybe moving into a new home, or maybe you're trying to manifest a new home. You're going from feeling like you're at point, A, but then you jump up, just by accepting your magic. Like, things just start to come to you easily when it comes to your earthly matters, right? Because I feel like, again, we're talking about like your money, finances, things like this, like partnerships, people who you're connecting to, maybe marriages. Like I said, you could be going into another, or stepping into a new marriage. For some of you, you could be getting married, because again, this is the house of marriage, the 7th house. So yeah, some of you could be going from, maybe in a if this is a relationship situation, like you're connecting to someone. I feel like the passion between the two of you, like the chemistry is there, it's passionate, just fiery between y'all. And it feels like, there's an excitement, between this connection. And because of that, things are getting ready to kind of like pick up speed and go from one thing to another real quick. Maybe you meet this person one day, y'all start talking, things are getting hot, getting serious, and then one day you're friends, the next day you're moving in, you're moving in with each other and making this money together with this Ace of Pentacles. Somebody could be gifting you a home, or you could be somebody could be gifting you a home, or you could be inheriting a home. Okay, now, I like this. Work your magic. Work the magic. All right. Yeah, you got people in your ear. Like, you really got people in your ear. So you see how, like, the swords are all facing the couple here? You could be in a relationship with someone that's ready to pour into you, give it to you, give you everything. And some people may not like that. So you're needing to set boundaries and tell them to mind their fucking business. What else do you have for the Cancer? I'm hearing ludicrous. My business. Stayed up about my business. Because it's mine. Doesn't it go like that? Y'all know I like to make shit up. There is a lot of fucking fire. For this to be a water sign reading, y'all got fire everywhere. 2 of Wands. This girl is on fire. Ooh. 2 of Wands. So, okay. Now we're going from the Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Don't you dare start, getting indecisive about anything. Like, make your decision, shoot your shot, and go with it. Go with it. You already know the potential. Like, people are trying. I'm telling you, here's the 7 of Cups. The only water energy showing up right now is the 7 of Cups, which talks about confusion, delusions, 3 of Swords. It's like people are seeing how abundant you are, right? Like, how you are sitting in your power, how things are just becoming or coming available to you, and they're like, how the fuck is this happening? Right? Like, you're doing your thing, your magic shit that you do, and people are looking like, what the how is he or she how is Cancer making it happen? So what are they doing? They're sending confusion. They're saying shit that's going to confuse you, that could potentially, keep you in the planning stages of shit, that what they want to keep you wondering, like, which way should I go? What should I do? When you literally already know. You know, because you're feeling that fire, you're feeling that passion, that call. You're here, you feel it. You can't deny it at this point. So this Two of Wands energy, it feels like it's outside energy. People trying to confuse you, or again, keep you in that planning stage. Should I do it? Should I not do it? But you see the potential, but you're not taking action. Don't fall. I'm telling you, don't fall back. Don't go backwards. Set those boundaries. Don't go backwards. I'm telling you. Because think about it like this, right? If you're seeing that your money was growing, or things were feeling like they were a little bit more stable, then the moment you start believing and fearing your own power, then your outside world is going to start showing you that. Which means that this security that you felt, or that home that you're sitting in, or that car that you're buying, or whatever it may be, it can poof disappear. Why? Because of your thoughts, because you're holding yourself back. So the secret to this is not only knowing your power, but maintaining your power, and not allowing people to come in and question you. Because the moment that people see that you are in your power, they're either going to come ask you so that you could teach them how to do it for themselves, because they want the same thing that they see you manifesting, or they're going to hate on you for it because they want to keep this. That crab effect is, we can't watch that person. Crab effect. Hey, crab, Cancer. Yeah, it's that crab effect. Trying to crawl out the fucking bucket or something like that, and all the other crabs are trying to hold that one crab from being able to crawl out, so they all fall down to the bottom of the bucket again. Don't let that shit happen to you, crab, because your emotions, because you feel sorry for these people, because you have been friends with these people for so long, because you are somehow emotionally attached to these people. If at any point anybody or anything makes you question your purpose, that's a problem. That's not love. That's not unconditional love. I don't give a fuck if it's a relationship, if it's a mother, father, best friend, cousin, sister, uncle, dog, I don't give a damn. Like, if you plant seeds that are going to make me doubt, fear, or feel anxious, you're not trying to help me. Because even if you're trying to give me a different perspective, right? Maybe I may be wrong. I don't know. Maybe there are different ways of doing shit. I'm open to it. But don't only come plant doubt without a solution. Right? Don't come here saying, oh, do this because what you're doing is wrong. Okay, well, show me how your way has worked out for you. Show me how I would want to live the life you're living. Because if that's the case, if you're peaceful, you got no worries in the world, if you literally feel stable, if you're not chasing after money and you just living comfortably, give me your secret, because that's what I want. I don't want to be chasing after the bag. No, I want to be chasing after nothing. I want to be attracting. I ain't got to chase after what God already told me was mine. Why the fuck do I have to wear myself out to get to what God already said was mine? Make that shit make sense. No, what I'm going to do is tap into my fucking magic, and I'm going to attract what God said was already mine. Now, if you have a problem with that belief, then you don't believe in God. Shit, I don't know how else to put it. I don't know how else to put it. I just choose to use tarot to show me to remind me that what my intuition is telling me I'm supposed to be doing is where it is the only journey and the only guidance is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it's my journey. I'm supposed to be doing this. And tarot only reminds me whenever motherfuckers try to come in and say, that's not the way to do it. No, what tarot comes to do is warn me about the bullshit. That's what it's doing. I don't like it when people, places, things try to come in and create doubt and fear. Like, just what is wrong with y'all? Especially if the magic that I'm doing, right? Magic meaning whatever my purpose may be, right? Your purpose may be becoming a fucking doctor, right? But you're a healer. You're just doing it the Western way. Cool, no problem. Do what you do. You're still saving fucking lives. Go for it. Imagine somebody telling you don't be a doctor because they don't believe in them. Imagine it being the other way around, where you were the only like person, or you were very few people that, you know, was able to become a doctor or went the route of being a doctor, right? And everybody else was, I don't know, magicians and mystics or whatever, right? Like, say you were the one in a few magicians and mystics, right? You were an actual educated doctor that went to school. First of all, you will feel out of fucking place, right? But second of all, you would stand your ground and say, well, yeah, I might not do shit like y'all do, but I'm still saving lives. I'm still helping people heal. I'm still, you know, here to serve. And I know I'm rambling, but it's like, when I see this boundaries and magic, it just makes me feel like the only reason why I'm having to set boundaries is because somebody feels like somebody's projections is keeping them from experiencing the magic themselves just by being my friend. Not because I feel like I'm better than them, but because I know that my energy is healing by simply talking, by simply laughing, by simply just being around to give you a hug, by sitting down and watching a movie together. Like, my presence as a friend is healing. So now you're telling me that that everything that I give off as my essence, right? My essence is basically no good for you because of my magic that I do that you may not necessarily believe in or understand or view it as devil. I mean, I don't know if I'm saying devilish, because I mean, I am seeing a lot of red, but just what? Again, I know I'm rambling, but whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of fire energy here. I see the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So if this is a person, y'all, if this has to do with somebody that you're connected romantically, whoever it is, they're on some shit. They're in and out, flighty. Also, what I'm picking up with this at 9, there's 9 of Wands at the bottom of it, which talks about boundaries, right? You're needing to set some boundaries against someone that's in this flighty energy. They just come in and out when they fucking feel like it. They gotta go. Especially there's think about it like this, right? You're here to do a job, and with magic being here lets me know that you're definitely someone that's tapped into your own personal power, right? Knowing that you have the capability to manifest what the fuck you want to manifest, people are going to be attracted to that magic. Some of them are going to add to it. Some of them are going to suck the life out of it because they are miserable. is the best way I could put it. They are miserable, so they need to feed off of people who give off this healing energy, right? So think about it like that. This motherfucking mosquito comes in, bites you every time they fucking get, because they need a little source of blood, and then they go. But then they leave you with a fucking itchy ass leg or arm. So for some of y'all, you need to be careful, especially because there's a lot of fire energy. If someone is showing up like very passionate, ready to, because there's that Ace of Wands, that's that man, the man magic stick, their own they coming in with their own magic. Okay, this is somebody that could be coming in trying to, I'm hearing laid it down. Man, you need to block that shit with a quickness. Stand your ground. You might need to get nasty. I mean, show them a little growl or something. I don't know. Definitely heavy on the boundaries, though. Seriously, Nine of Wands does talk about protection and those. It also talks about like wounded warriors. So you could have, this could be someone that has been consistently in and out, like repetitive, like the same repetitive cycle. And it's because you have, I feel like, a higher purpose, because you're going through this transformation, especially in the transformation, people are going to try you. They don't want to be left behind. When you get tapped into your purpose, you start to leave certain people, places, and things behind, and it hurts. It's hurtful, but it's necessary. But I feel like Swords, right, God doesn't take things away from you without replacing it with something better. And y'all can go tell your mama something else. I believe that God doesn't take away anything from you that he won't, or she won't replace with something better. Okay? Like I said, go argue with your mama. What is this Ace of Wands for the Cancer? Oh, okay, with the Two of Cups. And the Magician. Look at the magic. Aw, you're manifesting new love, or you're manifesting a healthy connection or relationship with a lot of love and passion. Again, there's a lot of fiery energy. So somebody could be talking to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There could be communication coming in as well. When it comes to like this new, this romantic or this relationship. Some of you could be getting married. I also feel like you could be partnering up with someone who could be like a soulmate. It doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. It could be someone that you were connected to in your past life. Like this person, you've known this person, or it feels like you've known this person for forever. And that's where like that chemistry or that fire comes from. I also feel like you guys are going to, like, you're able to manifest. I'm hearing power couple. It's like when you guys come together, this person will have certain skills, traits, and you come with your own set of magic. And I feel like you two coming together, you're going to be able to manifest whatever you like, whatever you want. You remember I said that you're going from the Ace of Wands to the Four of Wands. So I do feel like whoever this is, whether it is just, a friendship, a deeper friendship, or a relationship, I feel like whoever this person is that you're connecting to or getting ready to connect to, because there is like an energy of like newness, right? New, fresh, exciting adventure. It's gonna go from you. I didn't I say something about you moving in with this person? Like it's gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick. But it just feels like this person is so familiar. Like you've known them for a long time, right? Like your soul has met this person, or known this person. I feel like there's there's a sense of home, safety, comfortability, or comfortable. There's like that marriage energy. Like you guys could be, I'm hearing eloping for some of you, since you're going from Ace of Wands to a Four of Wands. So things could be, like I said, moving fast. I don't know. I'm picking up on the Chariot energy, like I'm seeing it on my third eye, and the Chariot energy does talk about Cancer season. So this season could be very significant besides your birthday, of course. Cancer, happy birthday. But I feel like things are getting ready to pick up speed. But you cannot allow, like I said, do not allow people to, their opinions to hold you back. We have the Six of Swords, talks about movement, talks about travel. For some of you, this literally, to me, it's screaming moving in together, moving in with each other. Page of Wands, yes, for new, it's like all these wands, you guys. It's like, even though it does feel like you're dealing with like outside noise, or yeah, let me put it like that. I feel like you're dealing with outside noise. I feel like you're just, you're very sure of who you're supposed to become, or what you're supposed to be doing, right? With the Justice energy, literally Libra, justice. You could, that does talk about legal matters. Somebody could be getting married, even eloping. I don't know. You could be going to the justice of the peace. For some of you, could even be taking a trip, or traveling or something like that, and maybe getting married overseas, or something like that. You could be in a connection with someone who is at a distance from you as well, or they live away or far away from you. With the Page of Wands, that's good news coming in. It's clarifying the Two of Wands. So again, I feel like this is outside energy. It does feel like that. It's like you could have received some sort of information, or somebody could have said something to you that put you in the energy of like going back and forth, or feeling like you needed to make some sort of decision. But I feel like you're gonna make the just decision, the decision, based on the truth, based on integrity, based on what's real, based on what's right. Like, you're with the Seven of Swords, it just feels like you're dealing with people who, or a situation, right, where either people are in denial, or they're just creating lies, rumors, sneakiness. You could be dealing with someone that's in this type of energy that, or somebody maybe, I don't know, maybe they want you to be in this denial. They don't want you to see the truth. They don't want you to stay focused. I don't know. It just feels like you're going to have to stand your ground. And the Seven of Wands, there's a lot, like I said, a lot of fiery energy. And as I'm saying that, there, you see, roar. Bitch, speak up. It's time to speak up. I didn't mean to call you bitch. I'm just saying, like, you're going to have to, right? You're going to have to stand your ground. And it may require for you to kind of like snap back. I don't know. Nicely, respectfully. I don't know. All right, let's close it out with, y'all know I like to do my oracles. Oh. Okay. Cards going everywhere. You could really be focusing on your looks right now. Maybe changing your looks. Maybe your hair. Or doing things like, maybe taking solo trips, or just traveling. maybe you're also looking for a place like home. I just picked that up when I touched this. Maybe you're looking for somewhere to call home, and not like physical home, but more so like who you belong with. Who you belong with, who's your soul tribe, who are your people. And you see this person has like skeletons in his little boat. I feel like we all have fucking skeletons in our closet, right? Like I feel like no one does not have I feel like everyone has a past, right? We all have skeletons in our closet, and I feel like you're okay with like exposing your skeletons. I feel like you're okay with saying, okay, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to move towards, healthier, towards harmony, towards peace, towards success, and not trying to stay stuck in indecision and doubt and fear. So I feel like you're calling judgment. I love that for you, to be honest with you, Cancer. I mean, if you gotta get a little mean, you gotta get a little mean. I know you guys are the sweethearts of the zodiac, so time to get a little mean. Maybe that's tap into that fire, right? Like I'm saying, not mean as in like do something mean, because again, everything with harm to none. Your words are spells. Watch what you say. Watch what you do. Watch the intent behind anything that you say and do, right? But sometimes you do have to stand up for yourself, right? Respectfully. Between worlds. I love this. It's just aligned so well. You could be seeing 333. Okay, it says, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what's ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life with a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. Go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Just go with your transformation. You're clearly leaving or shedding something behind, like the butterfly does, leaving the cocoon. Also, the number 3 is showing up. We talked about how the 7th house does talk about collaborations and partnerships. The 3 of Pentacles, I'm seeing the 3 of Pentacles in my third eye. You're coming into contact with like your soul tribe, people who will see you for exactly who you are turning into or transforming into. 3. As I am entering the third point I'm trying to make, it did say something about root. Take root. We've been talking about the root chakra, right? We talked about taking action, grounding. It says the seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, which means that you have been going through this transformation. You have been planting the seeds. You have been doing the work. You have been realizing certain things that are now making sense because you're learning the lesson. Right? So you're understanding how the things that you were surrounded by, the people that you kept around you, they just no longer align with you. And that's okay. It's okay. Especially if they're keeping you in this gray area or confused and illusion, or we talked about that too. Right? How maybe even just miserable for some, right? Like you felt like unseen, unheard, misunderstood, the outcast, under the overcast. I don't know. But I feel like now that you're realizing who you are, I feel like that's exactly how you're showing up in the world. And because you're showing up as you, 100% you, now things are starting to look brighter because now you're looking at the world through a different lens that no longer looks like this. And if there's people in your life that are still looking at life from this view, it does not align with how you are viewing things. They're going to keep you here. Hence the boundary. Okay, friend. That's all I got. I know I babbled a lot in this reading today, but I feel like it needed to be said. Let me know in the comments how the message resonated, Cancer. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.